Malo ilele kia ora na whakalawala yatu talo whalava talo hani, and warm Pacific greetings to our listeners and all our viewers today. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me on Pacific Health Talanoa with Lorenzo. Another episode, another talk about another Talanoa and another corridor about health. That is right. You know what? Your health should be your priority, and that is why I am tuning in today on Blue TV to bring you some information about bowel screening program. And after our first break, I'll bring our two guests from Waitemata District Health Board and Auckland District Health Board will be on the show to share more about bowel screening program. Mai to tere let you know. Pena on leo sila fia ia whamchalanga e tusai marakanesa o le lau walo porkanesa o manava pe ta ila o leo le fa tasi mai ia sui o le msanga luenga soi fu maloloina mai au kilani e le ngata leo Waitemata ia o tahine la voi la wapio. There's gonna be like 100 men watching and one female watching. Hey, ia tahine fo ilolo will be on the show to share more about why it is important for you and I to do the bowel test, the bowel screening test, and eligibility, because obviously you have to be eligible to do your test. So more information about bowel screening, about mafuta mai ia Sini, ia le ngata fo ilo Fifita mai le Waitemata and Auckland District Health Boards. But a massive Tuesday whātalo whalava ele pa ia mana malo tātou atu. No, wa mai autou, don't worry about the march in Samoa. Don't worry about the election in Samoa. Don't worry about the court cases, the petitions and everything, the constitution and, and the tuition in Samoa. Worry about your health, okay? If you have any questions about bowel cancer, lymphoma cancer, prostate cancer, any forms of cancer, you may send your comments, comments on the live commentary, and I'll be very, very happy to get the best person to respond back to your comments. Ava pefo ia te ila vasesi vaenga te fia facility ai. Ile soi fu maloloina, whether it be diabetes, gout, la fo mai ia lau komeni po lau feau. Po lau tustu singa I lungo tajo por kalame le Pacific Health Talanoa ile nei aso lua ono tam faile sa ilis ia le tangata fo ile lo fainga luenga jolo mtanga luenga. E tu na atu fo mtalanga lo e mana o mia pa. Anyways, how's work? How's mama and papa at home? Have you picked up the kids? Sorry. It's after 3 o'clock, mate. Oh, anyways, no. The schools are on holidays. Yeah, paki whana. Kids, the advice is not to spend too much time on technology, on devices, but try and go out, outdoors. Take mom and dad out for a walk. Keep warm. It's very, very cold. So keep warm. I want to not just spend too much time on TV. Not too much time on Cocomelon and YouTube and and all the other channels, but try and spend some time with your parents, because when you are going back to school, you hardly have time with your parents during the day. After school, yes, but during the day, that's the most important time for you to spend with your family and your parents. You and I are one. Was a full minute. What te ile tula e tolu ile nei asolua o aminga luenga fenga yeila tunu. You must be very hungry. Ngaro wasong le bakery foi ngali. Le bakery ngai o tarapo o mangile po man rewa po we mouth po Glendon po o West Auckland. Singa pie foi ngali. Singa steak and cheese pie. Don't starve yourself. If you are planning to go to the gym with an empty stomach, eat something first. An hour or half an hour before you start your workout. Anyways, how was the game on Saturday? How was the game on Saturday between Kaletahi, Manusa Moa, Lenga or the Talong Fitaulia, Ale Old Peleki, Yamala Malosi, Ale Flying Fijians. What a wonderful game. That was a really tough game. Ma nei ale ta longa le va ofisi mo pele kile ngat foi le o le ta longa ale I ka le tahi ma le manu Samoa o lea ua fa manu ina ia le tau fainga alo ma tama fa na o le ta tau watu no manu malo le ta long mo mua. There's 2 games. There's one more game in Hamilton and I can guarantee that there will be a rate of C I oi fair foi I la oi Hamilton yeah. So my encouragement for all our Samoans and all supporters of our Manu Samoa, get down to FMG Stadium in Hamilton because if we don't, the Tongans will be there on Saturday and take 3/4 of the stadium. So I don't want that to happen. Yo malo le malo pito malo taulava ki he folau malie malo pito malo pito. Anyways, yeah, my weekend. Yeah, my ka koinga. The kids. There's a virus that's going around, RSV. It's not RSA, it's RSV. Ele RSA for ingale ole virus affects ya tamaiti. Babies and infants. So be very, very careful. Take an extra care for our young babies and kids. Ole virus lea. If I affecta ya airways. Ngavela ya kale alu ilunga le fever, alu ilunga male heart rate. Ya nga lai pi ka ole mfaies ka mikiki fo ingale nga ngava. My daughter had it. She was in hospital for a week. It was so not a nice, thing to see for Yaku or lighting. But anyways, take your kids, take your babies, take your children to see their family doctors, to see your family doctors, because it's the only way for you to confirm whether your kids have RSV or not. So be very, very careful. E tā ua tēnei whai o siaki māsani, ia whai o kau whiwal tamaititi, awe fō mai. A whai o kau karekare kamikiki, awe fō mai. He hau ngā uma ia whautuanga, all this health advice, hau ngā uma, ia mo oe, ma, o leo semana taimi, se fulwalu minute o tēnei tūla I tolu I le Talanoa ngā ma le Pacific Health Talanoa. When I come back, I promise you, I'm going to be bringing the 2 Miss Tongans Foilole on the show to talk more about bowel cancer. But dua mai foi ngale sa fa pekako. Yeah, the Tuesday. Saudua. Welcome back to another episode of Pacific Health Talanoa with Lorenzo. Today, the 13th of July, the Tuesday 2021. I would like to shout out to Lee and Sini. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us on Pacific Health Talanoa. Lee says, yeah, come to Otara Kai Village and enjoy the Our School Holiday fun activities. So make sure you parents get your kids and your whānau down to Otara Kai Village because they've got some real fun activities happening right throughout the holiday. But anyways, let's come back to our Talanoa and our kōrero today. Today, I have the beautiful Sini and Fifita from Auckland District Health Board and Waitemata District Health Board to talk more about the bowel screening program. Marulele, Fifita and Sini.
Thank you so much, Lorenzo, for having us on the show. It is such a pleasure to be here and to talk about health and what we have to do to look after ourselves.
Sini? Marulele.
Marulele. Again, what my sister here said, thank you so much for having us. And we are super excited to share with you guys what we do for work and how we can help you and your community, especially when it comes to health.
Marulele, Maropita for coming on the show. You know what? Cancer, we celebrated the awareness month last month of June, but due to other commitments, I'm so sorry that I didn't get you on the show last month, but now is a best week to raise awareness and tell Talanoa about bowel cancer. Today, myself and my sisters here attended the symposium called Pan-Pacific Forum, and we talked about the barriers that stops and prevents our people from seeking that support, that health advice. But today, we're not going to talk about general cancer. We are going to talk about bowel screening program. But before we do that, Fifita and Sini, tell us a little bit about yourself first.
Oh, how much time do we have? My name is Fifita. I am from the beautiful island of Tonga. My parents are from Maufanga, Te Takamatonga, anywhere from the north all the way down to the south. And so I'm calling out my family out there to head down to Hamilton. We need that Red Sea to come strong and hard. Don't worry about what Lorenzo said, but it's all love. It's all love. But a little bit about myself. I actually have a history of cancer in my family.
Wow.
So my grandmother and my mom were both diagnosed with cancer, with breast cancer. And even though I'm not in the breast cancer space, but I wanted to be in the cancer space because I know firsthand. I know firsthand the struggles. I know firsthand what we go through as a family. And I also know firsthand the things we can do to prevent it. So that is the reason why I'm in this space and why I'm sitting here talking to you at home. Spreading the life-saving message of bowel screening.
Sini, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes. So my name is Sini Taunaholo-Ropeti. I am one of the Pacific Health Promoter over at Waitemata District Health Board for the bowel screening program. I am married. I call him my Samoan Hulk because he's really nice and tall. And we have 4 beautiful children together, and I've got one on the way.
Wow.
So if you see me running out of breath, that's not because I'm tired. It's just and just like my sister here, I do as well have family members who are currently going through cancer. And who have been diagnosed over the past couple of months as well. And so we're here to raise awareness and just help you guys take charge of your own well-being.
Wow.
I look forward to more Talanoa.
Wow. Thank you so much, Tahine. Thank you so much for sharing your personal information about yourselves. Don't worry about the promotion of the Ikale Tahi Manusamo game that Fifita. That wasn't part of the schedule, but anyways, tell us a little bit. Tell us about what is it about the bowel screening program that you want to share out to our community today.
So with the bowel screening program, what we want to share with the community is it's free. You do it at home. You don't need to leave your home to do the screening. And it's for people between the ages of 60 to 74. And also it's for people who don't have obvious symptoms. And so with the bowel screening program, we encourage people to do it because not only is it free, But bowel cancer is also called a silent killer for a reason. Now, sometimes it does have symptoms that come with it, and sometimes there isn't any until it's too late. So it's all about prevention, and it's all about, finding it early then rather than later. And I'll just let Fifita continue with anything else that she wants to add in.
Yeah, definitely what Sini said, and I think because we all attended the Pan Pacific Whānau today, and one of the things that a cancer survivor actually talked about was he didn't know. Like, he went about his day, and then he bent down, something was wrong with his back, went to the doctor, did a multiple tests, and then found out that he was at an advanced stage of cancer,
Wow.
And that for us is the reality. We go about our day, we're very busy with the kids, very busy with the parents, very busy with our jobs. Sometimes our health takes a back seat, and it's not a priority until we start feeling pain, until we start, it starts making us feel uncomfortable, or until someone in our family says, hey, get into the car, we're going to the hospital,
That's right.
And so that's why we really wanted to share the message of screening, is because screening helps detect cancer when there's no symptoms that are presented.
Nice. I like
And
that.
and so like Sini said, the program is for those. It's a free program, and we all love free things. And it is for everyone eligible for healthcare between the ages of 60 and 74. So wha mole, I'm speaking directly to our grandparents, our mothers and our fathers who are in that age. If you do receive a screening kit at your home, like Sini said, the screening is done at your own home. If you do receive the kit, please don't throw it away. There's information about the kit. There's instructions on the kit that's given to you in that pack. Please read. And if you have any questions, give me a call. Give Sini a call. We're more than happy to talk to you. So if it's okay if I can give my number, is that
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Give your personal and your public number.
So my work number, for anyone out there who maybe have received the screening kit, please give me a call on 021 224 2891. So that's 021 224 2891. So you can just give me a call and say, I've received a bowel screening kit. I don't know what to do about it, and I can help you through that process.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Also with Waitemata, you can also give me a call on 027 271 9520. Now, if you're Tongan and you're wanting to know how to do the test in your language, do contact me. I do have a translations for that. So I'm happy to either send it to you, or I could come in and show you how to do the test.
Wonderful.
For our Samoan ainga,
Yeah.
we also have a Samoan speaker in our team.
Yes.
And
Ausangi.
Ausangi, so he can help you in your language if that's something that you'd feel more comfortable.
I'm very happy to help too. If you want to talk to me about bowel cancer, because I used to be part of that bowel screening program, and
Yes.
I tell you what, it is such an amazing program because not only, like the sisters mentioned, it is free, it is simple, it is easy to do, and you can do it at home in your own, comfortable environment.
And it
Now,
literally only takes 5 minutes.
it takes 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, it takes only 5 minutes. Now, speaking of being able to do this test at home, does that mean our people don't need to go to their family doctors to get the test? How does the process work?
Yeah, so they don't need to go to their family doctor to get a test kit. However, they can request one through their GP.
Okay.
Or, like we've given out our number, you can contact us. Or if you're more comfortable talking to someone else, then you can just call the 0800 number, which is 0800 924 432. Now, if you're eligible for the program, you'll automatically be sent out a test kit.
Okay.
So you don't need to do anything. However, it's important that you keep us up to date with your address, your contact number, because we found that a lot of the people that we've sent things, a test kit to, no longer lives in that address, so they miss out. And we don't want people to miss out. And you do the screening every 2 years, so if we don't pick up anything on the first time you've done the screening, that doesn't necessarily mean that, like, you know,
They don't have it, eh?
you don't have it. Again, bowel cancer is slow growing, so it takes time for it. So if we don't pick it up the first time, maybe we might pick it up on the second time.
That's right.
So yeah, so do the test. It's simple. You do it every 2 years.
Yeah.
And if you do need a replacement kit, or you just want to double check to see if you're eligible, then give us a call on those numbers. We'll be more than happy to help you.
Fita,
Yeah.
some listeners might be like surprised to hear about the screening
Yeah.
that they have never heard of. They
Exactly.
oh my gosh, is there like such a thing called free bowel screening program in Auckland? How long has the program been running, you know, in Auckland?
Oh, that's such a good question. So Auckland actually became live in December 2020. So not too long.
Not too long.
Not too long. And so we are still in the process of sending out our test kits to our people in the Auckland area. However, Waitemata have been running the program for about 7 years.
Almost 10.
Yeah. Almost 10 years. And then counties. The wonderful counties Monaco have been part of the program for about 2 years.
For about 2 years?
For about 2
Wow.
years. So we're finally Metro Auckland wide, which is amazing. And you guys are probably wondering, what's so important about screening the bowels? Like, why is it such an issue? So bowel cancer on its own is the second cancer killer in New Zealand. Second.
After...
Lung cancer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not breast cancer.
Not breast
prostate
cancer. Not prostate cancer.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
bowel cancer. So
It
it's
is a
the
silent
second.
killer.
Yeah, it is a silent killer. And just to give you how big this is, so every year we have about 1,200 deaths because of bowel cancer.
Caused by
Bowel cancer. 1,200.
Wow.
And so if you break it down per month,
It's 100.
it's 100.
That's 100.
100 people.
100 per month.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That's
you
a
know,
lot.
It's a
That's
lot.
a lot.
Yeah.
If I was eligible, I would like be thinking about doing my test tomorrow.
of
I'll be
course.
like, what was that number again? That
course.
0800 number, because I really want to get in touch with them and have my test kit sent to me. Now, symptoms. You mentioned earlier that there are symptoms. Now, can you elaborate that or inform our audience? What are the symptoms? Because you say that, you know, sometimes there's no symptoms, but the test picks up the, you know,
The blood in
Yeah.
your stool.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
What are some of the symptoms?
It could be, you know, you experiencing diarrhea for more than 3 weeks,
Yeah.
or you see obvious blood in your poo, and weight loss.
Yeah.
Weight loss.
You know, unexplained weight loss.
Wow.
Yeah, and those are like one of the 3 of the main symptoms that. But
Yeah.
in saying that, it doesn't necessarily mean that you've got bowel cancer. It just means you really need to contact your GP and have those checked. And if you're not happy with what your GP is saying, do seek a second opinion.
Yeah.
So go to a different GP. And often when we're out, you know, doing promotion and whatnot, we come across people who ask us the question, like, shouldn't the GP be, like, you know, keeping us informed with all these things, like, you know, what we're due for and, you know, what test we're eligible for. And so, I honestly just tell them, make a list of what you want to be checked when you're going to your GP. I understand that they have that 15-minute time slot. However, you are paying for their service.
That's right.
And, you know, I always tell my grandparents that, I was like, you know, if you need to go, just make sure you make a list. Like, what do you want to check? Like, do you want to check for bowel cancer or, like, you know, any other screening programs that they're eligible for? And if they're not happy with that, I'm happy to take them to another one just to, because, you know,
Exactly.
I think that's part of, like, that's like a barrier as well for our people,
Yes.
is they just take whatever their first GP says and then goes with it until it's too late.
Wow, what a great advice. You know, before you go see your doctors, make sure you have a list of everything that you want to get checked, because some people forget what they are there for when they sit in that clinic room and you know, facing someone that's very unfamiliar, you know, like a new GP, a new doctor. But make sure you list out. You want to have your blood pressure checked. You want to have your cholesterol checked. You want to have your other checks, you know, diabetes, cancer, gout. You want to have the uric acid. Uric acid. Eh? But anyways, Fita, coming back to you, what is the response from our people like so far? You know, and for Waitemata and Auckland as well.
It's been it's been positive.
Yeah.
In the most part, it's been positive because I think our people are now, our Pacifica people are getting are more aware now of their health. I think because of COVID and everything, people are more concentrated about making sure that they're healthy. However, there is still some sense of whakama, and I get it. We don't talk about bowels.
That's right.
We don't talk about our body parts, openly because of the element of respect that we hold for each other. But I think the uttermost respect that you can have, not only for yourself but to your family, is to make sure that you're healthy enough for them to see them in the future. You know, that's all I have to. That's the only advice I have is if you want to uphold that respect, show respect to yourself by making sure that you yourself is full.
That's right.
One of the, I'm a churchgoer every Sunday. You see me, I'm at the altar. But one of the things that I've always been taught is, and I know our people, God first. God first. That's the only thing I've always heard growing up. And for me, I'm like, if God is truly first in your life, God has written in His Word that your body's a temple. What do you do with the temple?
Man.
You
Look
clean the
after it.
temple.
And you decorate the temple.
You decorate the temple. You screen the temple.
That's right.
Screen even.
So, and I think the screening programs, bowel screening, breast screening, cervical screening, all the screening programs are there for our people to look after their temple.
Wow.
Take advantage of it. It's free.
Exactly. It's free.
It is free.
It's free.
The best thing about this bowel screening program is that you can do it at home.
Yeah.
You honestly don't have to drive to your GP. You don't have to waste your time, your petrol, and you'll be getting stressed because your wife can't drive you to the GP. But you can do it at home. So the test kit, I look as a white test kit, a white envelope with either red or blue writings on it, and it's got bowel screening test on it. So don't throw it away. Don't throw it in the rubbish, because if you missed out, you're going to have to wait for another 2 years. And you don't want to, because you might develop bowel cancer within that 2 years, and it might be too late. And then we will blame someone because it is our mistake. We have to take ownership. And like the Pacific Health Talanoa with Lorenzo always says, every day, you look after yourself first so you can look after others.
Exactly.
Okay? Just like my sister Fifita said, the temple, our body as a temple of God. Wash the temple, screen the temple.
Yes.
Make sure you take the temple for for food.
Yeah.
Pamper
Yeah,
the temple and orders. Any final advice, Fita and Sini?
I think my biggest advice is just take advantage. We're in a privileged country at the moment where we still have access to healthcare, to services like screening. Back at home, I grew up in Fiji, and I know we all know the current situation in Fiji at the moment with COVID.
Did you
and
say
all
you
that.
grew up in Fiji?
I grew up in Fiji, born and
Wow.
raised.
Fijian girl.
Nizambula.
Nisambula Vinaka.
Yeah.
But the reason I say that is because at the moment, Fiji is currently going through a crisis now with COVID, and their health resources are being stretched.
Wow.
We need to take advantage that we're
so blessed.
We're so
Yeah.
blessed. That's
So
that's
blessed.
the point. We're so blessed to be here in Aotearoa, here in New Zealand, where we can access free programs like screening. We can just go down the road to a GP. We're not stuck at home in lockdown.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
so-
And working income, their doors are always open for our
Exactly.
people.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if we're not just talking to the people that are eligible for the program, we're also talking to youth.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're a granddaughter or a daughter and your parents or grandparents, auntie, uncle, cousins, are eligible for the program, encourage them to do the test. Call us. Get them to call us, or you could go to them and then call us together. Because honestly, it's free, and you need to be a health promoter in your home. So you don't need to be a health promoter like us working for the DHB. You can be a health promoter in your own home. Encourage them to do the test. It's free, and it's prevention is better than cure.
Yes, definitely.
Wow.
So,
And that is our Health Talanoa on Pacific Health Talanoa with Lorenzo today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining our Talanoa today about bowel screening program in Auckland. The contact number that you need to call is 0800 924 432. 0800 924 432, or you can contact either Sini, Fifita, or myself if you want to know more information about the screening program. Thank you so much, and I will see you right back after the break. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you. Bye.
Mai mai siva siva mai siva mai siva mai siva siva mai lue o mai lu o lima siva mai siva mai siva siva mai lue o mai mai tama ta ta mai ata ata mai ata ata mai ata ata mai ata ata mai Lue mai, lue mai, lue mai, lue lue mai. No mai, lulu, oh lima siva mai, siva mai, siva mai. Pusi lau panga mai, tango panga tata mai. Ata ata mai, ata ata mai, ata ata mai.
Ja, o leo se maltaimi ko se full fit 2 minutes ona tale o leitu la e fa le nei fia fio la so lua aso se full maltau lua you lai lua fe lua se full maltasi io e to fa talo fa tuoli tato por kalame le Pacific Health Talanoa ile nei fia fi ya o Samoa le atu pele o mai o Pai lava si malu lua nei fia fia ya ngoro kangwa nga foi ngale le mo mi para keke foi ngale le ale ko kongor ka poki i ka koso me foi ngale fa fu pie ka ai foi pie ka ai foi ngale lo kinwa e sa fa i le lumo TV e kwa ku i lunga after the Wallabies and France game tonight fa kwa ku la e lunga ya e foi pa uma ta talonga na mantua o le maka inga so ka alonga mang Samoa male ka le tahile ila sko nga ia fast full Lawrence full tolu what a tough game e mo ila va sa faces te leo valo ai pitai the game was tough it could have been either i ka le tahi o manu Samoa ma lor ka alonga pitai e le ku mama inga foi ka me kelo man o le vasile la ga ko o le asa kuka speaking of health o le asa kuka foi ngale soifua maloloina me ai paleni o fai le aso le ngai a foi nga fai sa fala e lengi ka mo foi ngolo tai yo ya a vese le sua a vese le sua ka manga fa nga la le me foi ngale coconut oil ka foi ngale makua i mai mo me si pungi pese he vese ma fola foi ngale makua sa lang ye lungo fa lai ya waku male tai yo ale coconut oil, vai ka mga olive oil. Ka mga kasihan kasi nga ay umay pengen pikir maya. But I tell you what, that Esilia is healthier than any other oil. Esilia tu ona foi ngale healthy. Le oil nga le coconut oil. Po le kamalea o ai fo io olive oil. Ngai lo isi ma o so kamala nga ka se singa mai mo mongo fo ngale e kongi lungo le mangkua e preheat mo mo falai. E preheat le falai. Inga ia vela. Al wako mana nga o vai le usa mai lungo le me wako mana yangi. Ai ya. Le ka kota yo la ngai wa ka vale lungo le falai. Awangi ngalo se black pepper or white pepper. Yeah, masinga masima fo ngale a little bit of masima, a little bit of salt. Singa masima fo ngale fa mangongi kama. Ia a leisa o a whaarifukalo. I'm not saying that you cannot eat all of our traditional food. I'm saying just have a little portion of, not 2 hands. Not the same size or a portion. A little the same size as a head. A little the same size or a uloka. One portion is the same as your fist pump. Ya fika le ma fua le ia te leo lau tamaftanga. Ile moto. Ai leo al fa pe foi ga le bua fa. Ol vasili. Ya o umar kuka. Falai e lengi ia po le fa ali fkaru pi ngiu. Ia po le foi po le leisa. Ai o mai ia tu uanga ta mai kids. How's your school holidays? Yeah. Our foi don't ask for too much. Kids, you know what? My advice for you, don't ask for too much for ngai parents. We need to save money. We have to save some money. I don't forget, Daddy, Mommy, I want some McDonald's. Daddy, can you take me to Chipmunks? Oh, sorry. Daddy, can you take me to Rainbow's Inn? Oh, yeah, wait. Can I go to the movies on Thursday? Don't ask for too much, kids. Holidays, it is about, re-energizing yourself and reflecting on the last term. Don't forget my phone. I know there's a lot of school holidays programs. Phải po oi kai ma sang ini me oi kali. Nga oi ku nga oi ka me ke kia the school holiday program. So ke yang foi mai. Yeah, son, I'm gonna take you to the school program tomorrow. To the holiday school program. Kwa unga kai baby sit ka me kia. Ya, fatalo va juela tato por kalame ia ra ulunga ono. Ia dengan se foi lea luso ya Herman va pe foi ia Lee oka. To tele malo tato wa tunu lo ma futa bai lungo tato por kalame. Le wa se ma Lee marka ko kai. Se fulu mane 2 minutos na chale o le tu la a fight in a fair tonight. Wallabies and France. Remember last week? Just the ai ma lo ile Wallabies au nga ngila. Yeah, kwa ai fo ila ya Wallabies. I come mo I come ki mai falang here. But anyhow, for you not tuning in from Samoa. How's Samoa right now? How is Samoa right now? Are we like staying on the same spot? Moving forward, moving backwards, or moving sideways? Anyways, leave the politics to the politician. Leave that game to Mokangakayef. Porkiki. Wan mela ngai vevesi ka ua ika ka ua ilisi fai pule malisi mingis ka alo lunga lo toto mo lunga. Is that angry going to come and save you? No. Ele saulei kanga se feka ua pe also heart attack. Ele saulei kanga foi se feka ua pe hanu lunga mo lunga lo toto. Yo, the advice of Pacific Health Talanoa. Fai la mu saka mali e vai o fika usto. Ya, lemo a mai se ka pese nga o le ala usumba. Ya fa fia ile malo tato wa tunu le lo ma futa mai lunga tato por kala me fai mai me foi alena lui ole in between ole kaliangan manuru ole in between ole oso la lo parankike ya fai kai le o vai foi ngari pakamakar kiwi sau yeah Apa ka kema kuka mai lungo pasial ton fungala awe lui falla tai. Yeah, I would like to say hello to all the falela Thaiensa. Apa yo kema kuka mai lungo se pasi fo ngale lui tuai alipata ya po falea lili ya fa talo fa tulta to Pacific Health Talanoa on Blue TV, owned and operated by our own people la. Ole tato business in Blue TV male Blue Wave. Ole ala valo fa nga solo la to specials ile tu fo ile tau photo shoot. I tell you what, man. Blue Wave photography and videography is the best in the photography and videography and multimedia industry. I tell you, I'm not being biased, but that's the honest truth. Kero e, a whai o ngai fia po e se ato le ainga. Le ainga fo inga le a cultural photoshoot e te mauara i le tātou Blue Wave a. Whaatalo whatua tātou por kalame lau se a manuia le ngata fo i lea o hata kalaua whale taongo. Ka pia fo i la ma solinga whale singano la eli i o e mafuta mai all the way from Hawaii ngai Honolulu mai fo i ma Waikiki. One day I was born in Waikiki and then I woke up, I was actually born in Mototua Hospital. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm become confused for nga Ke ian fia whangau i Waikiki, so le, ia, o a mai tātou i ngai Honolulu, o a mai ko Pacific Culture Center, ia, Blue TV and Pacific Health Talanoa, mo mole tolo whaanga mo o tau malawa, mai lava i America, aluange ngai Hawaii, Kolose ngai Japangi. There's heaps of Samoans in Japan. Konnichiwa. Ya luange ngai fe for Beijing. Ni hao ma. Ya luako ngai Siamangi. Aluange ya Rusia. Sauraro ya Botswana. Ko luako ngai ai Kupito. For mai I fe for Australia. Ai lena I for Manukau ya. Fa pe ka kale. Ol mo ko pe pe lo fasala laude. Anyways, my sisters Gloria and Pia on Blue Table will be on Blue TV from 4 o'clock to 5. Yeah, join my hero, male, the man himself, Asiata Pio, male tauta yae, male July, lim, male afalono, oning alo, o le tatu, o nanga le nei, male tatu, Talanoa, le Pacific Health Talanoa, tu sao tu lava, ona o le lango mai, a le Total Healthcare, e le ngata fo ile o le Blue TV, o mawhai ai, ona tatu fisangai, yo e tatu mafuta ilunga, ia I le tatu live, le Pacific Health Talanoa. Saus kako pese ngale, a lemo, saus kako pese ngale, kako lue fo ingale a, ia, pai le avera ka vali, e ma kile aka ko inga ave ka vali le pi va pi o le lima fo ingale. A fa ke mawai. Tap. Kama voi ngale wa pi o va pi le lima. Ai una me va pi. Ahora voi kuor ko voi hale son tande. Ai nga ma pasi me leo de va pi. Talo pa joy foi I el jofine ya Sharon Sara lenga tsai lea o Telesa tu pola ia lenga tsai foi lea o Elia Soa vai o venga ya pe ma Gloria. They just having a break and going for their por Calami so ko chega fo ko joy ko ke la ma va penga. Ia. Ja, ja. Right. Pai kanga TikTok ko ngane. Wah, ki kanga. Awak ki me fa pia. Ke vai mai. Ai, isa ro via wilia. Wah, ni le. Isa. Iya. Ya, ana nasa mo tato po kalame man papoponga o le Pacific Health Talanoa ile na yeso lua lasas fulma jolu o yulai lua fe lua se fulma tasi o le tato fa Talanoa fo le nai jusai male fa ngasolonga o le por kalame o ka neso le lawalo au kilani a failo e fi mana o mies ni fa matalanga ele le ona so sa ile laso numero o le o valu se lau I valua fa tolu lua mo nisi fa matalanga ai os fa poponga na I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place, at 3 o'clock to 4. Maua tātou whātalanonga. Ia, ma... Tamaitai lale late, the very first Samoan, Tamaitai, who became the Miss South Pacific. Ia, Tamaitai, ia polwhalchofo, ia Verona Parker, I lunga o tātou por kalame. We are going to continue to talk more about cancer. Ia, o le whapoponga no tātou por kalame le so tai au. Catch me and Verona Parker on Pacific Health Talanoa with Lorenzo on Blue TV, 3 o'clock tomorrow. Don't be late, 3 o'clock, because we are going to do a roll call and we're going to stop people from tuning in at 3:05. Anyways, manuia chelele fiafi. I love you so much, my beautiful Samoa. Manuia renia fiafi. Elenga tefo ilea, ia, o ngaluenga lo whenga iai. Alofa tumoe. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless.
Squad, baby. Rex, J Sands.
Let's go.
Oh, say I'm a say you are complete to me, I get you. By the way that you move and the way that you smile. Say, oh my Dorima, baby, you be giving your hand, I'll take you anywhere. You give me something that I never had. Cause you care, but about to me and the family. Say, why you waiting on me to talk to you? Yeah, I'ma listen what y'all say. Yeah, don't move out in the come here. Yeah, they on the layout, oh, dirty wine, girl, dirty wine, yeah. Say, tama in, and not the fight to get out, say, ooh.